Wife came out as asexual after 15 years of marriage. Dear Billy Blue Balls, I've been a fan of yours since Chappelle's show days, but new to the podcast. Last Christmas, my wife came out as asexual. Parentheses, fuck you 2020. She said sex has always been a chore. She's not doing it anymore, and I can handle it myself from now on. Wow. We talked about options, and she doesn't mind oral a couple times a month, but that didn't last. The last time we had any kind of intercourse was back in July on our 15th wedding anniversary. She said, I know you're expecting something, so let's get this over with, and proceeded to just lay there. Wow. In September, I was rubbing her back, and she just turned off her table lamp and leaned more into it. I pressed my luck and kissed her on the shoulder. She jumped out of bed and slept on the couch for the next 3 nights. I gave it another couple days and said, we need to talk. Okay, well, if I was you, I'd go to the luggage store. I'd pick out myself a nice set, and I would fucking fill those things, and I would just leave. She then accused me of being very selfish because I hadn't checked in on how she's been feeling since her revelation. This is true, but what is there to check in on? She seems to have found herself while I have basically lost an appendage. She's expecting you to do all of the fucking work, to respect where she is, and she's not even considering the fact that you just found out that she's been living a lie for 15 fucking years of your life. And of course, you have to take her into consideration. Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to put yourself in her shoes, but if she's not going to do it the other way after she lied to you for 15 years, then, what are we doing here? Anyways, he said, I mentioned opening up our marriage, and she just shut that down because she claims I would be spending all my free time looking for other women, ignoring our family. She offered me articles about marriage between sexual and asexual partners, and basically the sexual spouse has to live as asexual too, which I find to be very one-sided, as you should. As she would, if it was the other way around. She says, I can leave at any time, and I asked her if she had really thought that through and what it would do to the kids. Yeah, this seems like a loophole to get out of the marriage. We have 3 kids, 11, 9, and 5. Her reply was very matter of fact. We've been married for 10 plus years, so I am entitled to half your retirement, and I'm the primary caregiver, so get out of the house. I'm not going to lie, I could have strangled her in that moment, but I went for a walk to cool off. Yeah, I mean, she's really coming at you with just no feelings at all. I never thought I would be in this position, considering a separation, and the guilt of what it will do to the kids is killing me. I'm trying not to become resentful, but her my way or the highway mentality really makes that difficult. Obviously, I'm not going to force her to do something she doesn't want to do, but I'm only 42 years old. You spent a small fortune on therapy. Let's, hear your thoughts on this. I mean, she has the way you're writing this, she has no consideration for your feelings whatsoever and is upset with you that you can't read her mind. She doesn't care that she's been lying to you for 15 years. She doesn't give a fuck about her behavior, what it's going to do to her kids. She's all about herself. And it's not going to get any better. And it seems like she's going to be... What does primary caregiver mean? Does that mean she makes more money than you? Let me see. I got to get this through. What does primary caregiver mean? It's a person assisting an underage child or a sick, elderly, or disabled relative. Any adult can become a primary caregiver for a relative in need, regardless of education. Okay, so she's the one taking care of the kids, so I'm entitled to half your retirement. This is what happened. Okay, she lied to herself for a long time about who she was. Okay? And she went along with what society said. She had to get married and have kids. And she never wanted to do it. All right? And she made that choice, and now she's blaming you. And she's taking no fucking personal responsibility for the fact that she lied to you and started a family with you, and now you have all of this connection. And in the process of lying to you is now going to take half of your retirement, and feels that she deserves that because she lied to you. Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, she has a vagina, which means she's going to go to court and she's going to fucking win. So what you have to do is get the fuck out of this. All right? And all you have to do is work on, maintaining a positive relationship with your kids. Never badmouth this cunt. Okay? Never badmouth her to your kids, all right? When they get older, they're going to figure out who she is. Okay? And, I don't know. Is she entitled to half your retirement? I don't know about that. I have no idea. But I know your kids are 11, 9, and 5. So you're going to have to pay child support for the next 13 years, and you're just going to have to man up and just realize that that's what you're going to have to do. Okay? And she can take half your retirement, and she can take the house, and she can do all of that shit, but she can't take your happiness unless you let her. And you can go out there as a 42-year-old, all right? And go out there, and you can find a woman that actually deserves you, because this woman doesn't. And I'm sorry that this happened to you. And, I don't know. The only empathy I can have for this woman is maybe, society looks down on asexual people, so she felt she had to do this thing. I don't know. But the fact that she's fucking angry at you is ridiculous. She owes you an apology. Unless, you're some overbearing son of a bitch. And I can't tell that in your email. I have no fucking idea. But if you're just being a husband and you're thinking she's loving you and enjoying having sex with you, I don't know. I'm not even convinced that she's fucking asexual. Okay? Maybe she is. But, when you fucking get out of this thing, if you decide to, because, listen, I'm not an expert on this shit. I'm just fucking... This is just barroom fucking advice. All right? Brace yourself that there's another guy. There's a possibility of that. But what you are in, the way you have described it, is unfucking winnable. Like when a team just realized, we're not going to win a championship this year, and they just dump all their stars. This is what you got to do. You just got to pack it in. You ain't winning the title this year. But, 42 is plenty of time to turn this whole fucking thing around. And if you just really work on that, and like I said, stay positive with the kids and never badmouth your ex, you can turn this whole thing around, and then it just becomes a funny story. And I got to be honest with you, here's a positive thing. Who the fuck is going to top this story in a bar? When guys start telling I dated this chick, she fucking did this and that. Oh, yeah? I was married for 15 years, and my wife out of nowhere told me she was asexual. And fucking, I went to kiss her shoulder, and she accused me of sexual assault. And then said she was entitled to half my retirement. And she's going to take the fucking house. sure you could tell it in a funnier way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel for you, man. That's fucking terrible. That's fucking terrible. Man, there's just so much shit people go through. That woman, she loses weight, she looks good, she feels good about herself, and then people stop fucking using her because they can't fucking handle that she's in shape. I swear to God, man. I swear to God. Every time I start to turn the corner and I start to think positive about life and people, you guys write in and you send me these fucking stories. I just don't get it. I don't know. Maybe because I sat there and I watched fucking 27 innings of people going, whoa. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it put me in a fucking mood. I have no idea. But anyways, happy Halloween. I hope you guys had a great Halloween. I hope you have a great November. All right? The holiday season has started. Really try to pay attention to it. It always goes by nice and quick. Thanksgiving's coming up next. And, don't invite any cunts over. Just try to enjoy a nice day of just sitting down and fucking eating or whatever. By the way, I didn't even bring up the New England Patriots, man. They beat the fucking Chargers again. We just fucking, I don't know. You'd think Tom, maybe I did bring that up. I can't remember. I'm so fucking tired. I got to be honest with you. Watching that game, okay, and watching our QB there, and watching Bill Belichick adjusting to him and watching them kind of, getting on the same page and seeing how our defense is playing, the little bit that I saw, as you can tell. I don't know, the Mac Jones era is, I think I'm liking it. The only thing I don't like is how old Bill Belichick is, but I just, we are a very solid football team, and I feel we are way better in November than we were in the end of October, I should say, than we were in September. And I know what that means with Bill Belichick teams, and I am excited for the future. All right? Anyway, that is the podcast. And, yeah. And that's it, you guys. Put value on yourself and in your time, and don't let people treat you like shit like that. And stay in fucking relationships. Don't do that shit. Don't fucking do that. Just move on. Same thing like friendships. I'm telling you. You get to a certain point in life. Some people get there way quicker than I did. And it's just, you just really like, if somebody is work, if they are fucking work, that's it. It's over. You already have a job. You're hanging out with friends, it should be easy. If it's fucking work, if you got to think like, well, I want to say this, but if I say that, then I'm going to have to deal with this. Yeah, get out of that. Get out of that bullshit. All right? Okay, that's it. Happy Halloween to you guys, and enjoy your week, and I will check in on you on Thursday.